Hello friends, myself Subhash Nagarse from Sri Digambar Jain Gurukul High School, Solapur. I shall welcome to all of you in this session of 10th Standard Mathematics Part 2. The topic is Mensuration Part 1st. In this session, we are going to discuss an introduction to the mensuration, some important formulas of 2D shapes, and surface area and volume of some three-dimensional figures. Friends, this is very important topic. This topic is allotted for 10 marks in the board examination. We have already get introduced with this topic in the previous standards. It's very necessary that you have to recall the formulas that learned. In this topic, we are going to discuss on the following importance of topics. Mixed examples on surface area and volume of different solid figures, arc of a circle, length of arc, area of a sector, area of segments of a circle. Today in this session we are going to discuss on introduction to the mensuration. Friends, mensuration is the branch of mathematics which deals with the study of different geometrical shapes, their areas and volume. In the broadest sense, it is all about the process of measurements. It is based on the use of algebraic equation and geometric calculations to provide measurement data regarding the width, depth and volume of given object or group of objects. There are two types of geometrical shapes, namely 2D and 3D, that is 2-dimensional and 3-dimensional respectively. 2D shapes, they have area and perimeter. These include square, rectangle, parallelogram, rhombus, triangle, trapezoid, circle and so on. 3D shapes, they have surface area and volume, and these includes cube, rectangular prism, that is cuboid, cylinder, cone, sphere and hemisphere, prism and pyramid. Some important formulas of 2D shapes. Square. In the adjoining figure you can see the square having the side A and the diagonal D. In the adjoining figure, A is the side and the square. Then we can write area of the square is equal to side into side, that is side square. Perimeter of the square is equal to 4 into side, and diagonal of the square is equal to 1 upon root 2 into side. Next, rectangle. You can see in the adjoining figure a rectangle with breadth B and length L. Then area of the rectangle is equal to length into breadth. Perimeter of the rectangle is equal to 2 into bracket length plus breadth. And diagonal of the rectangle is equal to under root length square plus breadth square. Parallelogram. You can see in the adjoining figure a parallelogram. If B is the length, A is the breadth, and here this height is h of this parallelogram. Then area of the parallelogram is equal to length into height. Perimeter of the parallelogram is equal to 2 into bracket length plus breadth. Rhombus. In the adjoining figure you can see the rhombus having the side A, D1 and D2 are the diagonals of the rhombus. Then area of the rhombus is equal to half into product of the diagonals, that is half into D1 into D2. Perimeter of the rhombus is equal to 4 into side, that is 4 into A. Trapezium you can see in the adjoining figure. If A and B are the parallel sides, C and D are non-parallel sides of, and H is the height of the trapezium. Then area of the trapezium is equal to half into bracket sum of the measure of length of parallel sides into height, which could be half into A plus B into H. Perimeter of the rhombus is equal to A plus B plus C plus D. Scalene triangle. In the adjoining figure, A, B, C are the sides of a scalene triangle. Then area of the scalene triangle is equal to under root S into bracket S minus A, S minus B into S minus C, where S is equal to A plus B plus C divided by 2, that is the semi-perimeter. Perimeter of the scalene triangle is equal to A plus B plus C. Now isosceles triangle, you can see in the adjoining figure, if A are the congruent sides and C is the third side of this isosceles triangle, then area of the isosceles triangle is equal to half into base into height, that is half into B into H. Perimeter of the isosceles triangle is equal to 2A plus B. Now equilateral triangle, you can see in the adjoining figure having side A, then area of the equilateral triangle is equal to root 3 upon 4 into side square, that is A square. Perimeter of the equilateral triangle is equal to 3 into A, and height of the equilateral triangle is root 3 upon 2 into side, that is A. Right angle triangle, you can see in the adjoining figure triangle ABC. ABC are its sides. If B and C are the sides making right angle and A is the hypotenuse, then area of this right angle triangle is equal to half into product of the lengths of sides making right angle, that is half into C into B. Perimeter of this right angle triangle is equal to A plus B plus C. Circle, you can see in the adjoining figure, R is the radius of the circle, then area of the circle is equal to pi r square. Second, diameter is d is equal to twice of the radius. Circumference of the circle is equal to pi d, or you can write 2 pi r. Now let us see surface area and volume of some three-dimensional figures. In the adjoining figure, you can see a cuboid having its length, breadth and height as L, B, H respectively. A rectangular solid bounded by 6 rectangular plane faces is called a cuboid. A matchbox, a brick, a book, etc. are all examples of the cuboid. A cuboid has 6 rectangular faces and 12 edges and 8 vertices. For a cuboid, length is L, breadth is B and height is H. Then we have sum of the lengths of all edges is equal to 4 into bracket L plus B plus H, that is the perimeter. Total surface area of the cuboid is equal to 2 into bracket LB plus BH plus LH. Lateral surface area of the cuboid, that is area of the 4 walls of the room, is equal to 2H into bracket L plus B. Diagonal of the cuboid is equal to under root L square plus B square plus H square. Volume of the cuboid is equal to L into B into H. These are the formulas. Now cube, you can see in the adjoining figure, a cuboid whose length, breadth and height are all equals and is called as a cube. Ice cubes, sugar cubes, dice, etc. are all examples of the cubes. Each side of cube is called its side. For a cube of edge A units, we have diagonal of the cube is equal to root 3 into A. Total surface area of the cube is equal to 6A square. Lateral surface area of the cube is 4A square and volume of the cube is A cube. Now, right circular cylinder. In mathematical terms, a right circular cylinder is a solid generated by evolution of this rectangular about its sides. Solids like circular pillars, circular pipes, circular pencil, measuring jars, road rollers and gas cylinders, etc. are said to be a cylindrical shape. For a right circular cylinder of radius r units and height h units, we have, you can see in the adjoining figure, the right circular cylinder. Area of each circular end will be pi r square. Curved surface area, that is the lateral, is 2 pi r h. Total surface area is equal to 2 pi r into bracket h plus r and volume of the cylinder is pi r square h. Right circular cone. A right circular cone is one whose apex is perpendicular to the base, which means that the perpendicular line falls exactly on the center of the circular base of the cone. Partly that party hat, ice cream cone, funnel, tropic cone and Christmas tree. These are the examples of this right circular cone. In the adjoining figure, h represents the height of the cone and r is the radius of the base. Slant height L is equal to under root r square plus h square. Curved surface area of the cone is pi r L. The total surface area of the cone is pi r into bracket L plus r and volume of the cone V is equal to 1/3 pi r square h. Friends, let us see a sphere is a solid round three-dimensional figure where every point on its surface is equidistance from its center. So all the radii of a sphere are equal. The best example of a sphere is a football, basketball, planets, moon, sun, eyeball, orange, marbles, etc. If r is the radius of the sphere, then surface area of the sphere is equal to 4 pi r square. Volume of the sphere is 4 by 3 into pi r cube. Hemisphere. A hemisphere is obtained when we cut the sphere into two equal halves. The total surface area of the hemisphere will be equal to the sum of the curved surface area and the base area of the hemisphere. The base is the circular shape. Here we can find the various real life examples of the hemisphere, such as our planet Earth can be divided into two segments, the southern and northern hemispheres. If r is the radius of the hemisphere, then we have curved surface area of the hemisphere is 2 pi r square. Total surface area of the hemisphere is 3 pi r square. The volume of the hemisphere is 2 by 3 pi r cube. Friends, what we discussed today, in this session we discussed on the following subtopics of this chapter: introduction to the mensuration, Some important formulas of 2D shapes, surface area and volume of some three-dimensional figures. Friends, uh, will you try? Enlist the 2D figures and write the formulas of respective figures. Draw the 3D figures and write the formulas of respective figures, that is for the surface area and the formula for the volumes. So you should not forget the famous words of this Vince Lombardi. Perfection is not attainable, but if we chase perfection, we can catch the excellence. Friends, if you like this video, subscribe and share. With these words, I would like to say thank you.